Welcome to Walsall Fan TV. How you doing, team? Hope everything's all right with you guys. Let's knock that down a little bit. Well, we are up and running. Well, things have turned round a little bit for Walsall. We were sort of really up against it and heading for the conference. But things have all turned around, and it's all looking positive again, which is a nice change. We've endured lots of pain, and the joy is finally returning. But tonight is going to be a very tough game. But before we get to that, early messages. We've got Maz. Hiya, Maz. Red Army. Oliver, can't wait for another match day. Watchalong, that's thanks for that, Oliver. Up the Saddlers. Justin, hello, and other Saddlers fans, likewise from here. Come on, Simon, where am you? Yeah, we have been catching up on The Apprentice. With Oliver Evans saying hi, good one. We've been catching up on The Apprentice. Our lounge has been gutted. The plaster was falling off the walls, so we've had the whole room gutted. New plasterboard boards and skimmed and painted and that sort of stuff. We had a couple of issues with the painting, so we've still not put stuff back in the room yet. So it has been a bit of a mess in the Ward household, and so we're not quite back there yet, hence why we're up here in the office, which is where I do all my previews, as you would probably recognise. Yeah, don't tell me anything. We're only up. We've just done the autonomous pods. That's the one we've just done. So we're catching up, watching it on my laptop. We won't be back into the lounge until Monday, I think. Late Monday, I think we'll be in there. But down to the footy. We're up against Swindon. Swindon, 7th. They're going to be a tough prospect. Main reason being is Harry McCurdy. Harry McCurdy. In my match preview, I suggested perhaps Shade was in the mix to sort him out again. But I think McCurdy might be playing the other side. So and he might move around a lot. So it might not be one man's job to keep him calm. But we'll see. We'll see. We do have news that, of course, Wayne Hatswell has joined Mike Flynn. So he's getting his backroom team together. So that's positive as well. Let's have a sip. No vodka today. I'm on my best behaviour. Might get some second half. Although I can't. I've got to go and pick Stephen up straight after the match. He's out at his buddies for a bit of a party, I think. So I have to collect him before he gets drunk, I think. Wonder why Devine isn't in the squad. That is a strange one, Oliver. Because we were all expecting him to be in that left wing-back role. And then Shade, who's never played in that position, is suddenly in and Devine is missing. So I can only think that Devine has got an injury because obviously we had Rio Sawyers was on the bench. Stephen Ward is now fit again. So perhaps would he get a call ahead of Devine? You would hope so, somebody with his experience. But on his performances this season, maybe not. Maybe not. Right then, but we've got the team news, as you can see. Mike Flynn did suggest that he was going to make some changes, but he's gone with the same. So we've got Daniels, Rowling and Month as the back three. Got White as right wing back, Shade as left wing back, Earing and Kinsella as the CDMs. So he's resisted bringing Labadie straight back in, which I'm pleased about. Got Osa DB in the cam role. And then Shade and Miller. Miller back in the goals. the post-match discussion with Mike Flynn, saying he'd sort of almost teased Miller, saying, don't worry, you ain't scored for ages, but you will. And so that was good. Nice to know there's a bit of banter going on, and he's sort of geeing him up a bit. But is this a new manager bounce, or is this the joy returning? Well, I think maybe that is what we're going to find out. Who's captain? I think captain is Kinsella. He was given the captain's armband by McDonald. I don't know whether anybody's changed it. Let's just have a look on the iFollow thing, what they say as cap. Oh no, I've got Hayden White as captain. So that is a strange one. So Hayden White as captain. Captain Kinsella sort of makes more sense. Do I reckon DTM Fire, do I reckon Miller will carry on scoring, or will he go back to the same? Well, since he's had somebody playing alongside him, and he's not been feeding off scraps, as Dave has said, he's been much better. And he was really low on confidence, and not getting many opportunities doesn't help. He did have a swing of his boot just after he'd scored against Forest Green. And it's one of those you could see, if he'd have just connected on that, that would have been a sort of a screamer. But yeah, as Oliver said, hopefully the joy is returning. That's certainly what we're hoping. 3-1-4-2. They say that, but it's 3-5-2 really, isn't it? I think you can call it what you like. I think it's we're playing with three at the back. We're playing with wing backs, and the three in the middle there. Whether Osadib's pushing up further, whether Earing's pushing up further with Osadibi to make a two, and Kinsella's just holding back. I don't know. It's very fluid, isn't it? Oliver's saying, I think he just needed some support up top. Absolutely. We've been screaming for it, really, on every video. I do apologise, keep wiping my nose. I'm still struggling from a bit of a cold. I was contemplating some paracetamol, but I'm holding off for now. But I've got my drug dealer, George, ready to pop some up if I need some. That is just for paracetamol, of course, nothing else. Where's Adam Chambers playing? Eh? Reckon Rodney will get some minutes again tonight? Yes. I think when he came on against Forest Green, what do you guys think? What did you guys think of his cameo? For me, he looked a bit off the pace, and it was clear he hadn't played much football. But interested to see some comments from you and what you thought about Rodney. So I'll read those out if we get those through. Pep93, I think you're a new viewer on our live streams, so thanks for joining us. DTN Fire, Justin, Oliver, Vince. Hi, Vince. Have been with us on many occasions. Right, last season when we sort of, from lockdown, really, we started doing some live streams and had some fun on them. So it's good to get them back. It was always going to be a bit of a difficult one to get the motivation to drive down to Swindon on a Tuesday night, particularly with me suffering with a cold, and Stephen's sort of out and about as well, so he's not available. But there we go. We'll see. Right then, let's get this on full screen. I think the teams are going to be out in a sec. We got a little number 9 there. I think it's just he's just a mascot. I think. I don't think any other players that little. Oliver's saying, I don't think he'll start for at least 4 or 5 matches. Needs to settle in and try and adjust. Yeah, I think it makes sense to bring him in slowly like you would do with a youth player who was breaking into the team. So sort of give him 5-10 minute goes and then see how he does. If he does well, sort of give him a longer run in the next game, leading up to his first start. Walsall have bought him on a 2.5-year contract, actually paid money for him. So it's Walsall are more interested in what he's going to do next season than what he's going to do the rest of this season, if I'm honest. I think that's what they're saying. DTN Fire is saying Rodney played average. Looking at him playing those few minutes, he might need more time than usual as he looked unfit. Yes, he did look a bit chubby, really. But I mean, if he's not played since October, that's quite a gap without playing. So I don't know whether his injury was anything to do with that. Whether it was injury or just maybe an unfit, I don't know. I thought it was a recurrence of a heel injury that he'd suffered at the start of this season, but that was not the case. So I was told. Maybe a little niggle in his back or something, perhaps. But it looks like he's fit to play. Whether he's fit enough to start is a different thing. Keith, is Shade playing wing back tonight? I think he is again, Keith. To be honest, it's take a very brave decision from the manager, from Mike Flynn, to change anything with the way Walsall played on Saturday. That was... but then we could have said the same, changing the 4-4-2 after the Tranmere game. But I mean, his first game was 3-5-2, and it was a successful game. So I don't think really there's any reason why you would change that. I don't think there's any reason why you should change it. Right then, I think we got the teams out. Swindon team, Wallacott in goal, Tomlinson, Cooper, O'Brien, Hunt. And they've all gone off the screen now. Let's have a look. We ain't worried about them anyway. McCurdy is the one we got to watch out for. Oh, dear. So we've seen the Walsall team. They are calling it 3-5-2 on there, or 3-4-1-2. Oh, yeah. What is it? 3-1-4-2? It's 3-5-2, boys. Come on. So, yeah, Rodney, I think he will get a bit more of a... Oh, we've got an old walkout song. That's it, we got some commentary on. You will remember that last season, some of the games, we had the away commentary on. It was right, really loud and rubbish. When we're playing in the green tonight. Remember Swindon away in 2007? That was Keats' goal, wasn't he? Fantastic. So Kiernan, it was strange to see Kiernan drop to the bench. But you can't argue with the result, can you? You can't argue with the result. And he's got Wayne Hatswell, his coach. He's alongside him, so he's got his team around him. So a mix. The away commentary was very biased. Yes, it was just a little bit. But I mean, we expect that. But I mean, when you're watching the Walsall I follow, you do expect them to be slightly Walsall biased. So that's strange. Hayden White's been giving the captain's armband, changing it around all the time. Oh, for the away commentary, click the wheel cog at the bottom. Oh, you're more technical than me, Justin. I think I just switched off and switched it on again. A win or draw would be excellent. Yeah, I think these are a very good team, Swindon. I think we have made some of these good teams like Tranmere and Forest Green look very ordinary. Can we do the same against Swindon? Evening all, that's Ian Allen. He's in the house. Jack Ted watching the match, and you as well, up the Saddlers. And Keith is here. Nice one, Keith. Was White captain on Saturday? I thought it was Kinsella. I'll have a look at that in a bit. Rob's at the game. Come on, you Reds. Very good. On our day, we can beat anyone, says Pep. Right then, we're up and running.
3 wins on the bounce. You know, we're going all the way back to
3 wins on the bounce. Blooming it. That would.
Went on to pick 4 on the row at that point. I think a 4-3 win.
Miller having a shot. What's going on? I think he's full of confidence after that.
I think it was a 4-3 win against Paul Bow that rounded off.
Oh, I can't check the captain one unless I check on the other phone.
After the game, he's never been lacking in confidence, and that finish on Saturday against Forest Green.
Come on then. It's a much bigger pitch than we had on Saturday. It's more a proper league pitch, I suppose. Up and under. Well, that's going. Kinsella getting in there.
This evening, we're Swindon on the attack for the first time this evening with
oh, well in mayonnaise again.
Just giving the ball away there for Swindon, wearing their red shirts and white
goal kick, Walsall. Yeah, Louis Barry, Villa guy. What's he doing in Swindon? He should have been Walsall. Why we don't get these local players coming to Walsall, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense for me. We did have a comment from Mike Flynn. I keep thinking Mike Floyd in my head, so if I do say that, you have to correct me. But Mike Flynn made a comment saying he thought that the squad was a little bit light. So I don't know whether Jamie Fullerton will like that comment, but let's be honest, we've only got one striker in the club, so I suppose Rodney is adding to that. Rodney's adding to that. But I mean, we are very light on strike force. And we know that Mike Flynn likes to have a big target man, which you would always want. Why would you not have one of those, particularly in League Two? Oh, poor effort there. House of DB trying to drive things on, but White was just not connecting there, so that's a sloppy knockout of play. But if Walsall can compete like they have done these last 2 games, it's a nice big stand.
Tom Marlowe and Tom Heslop with you for Walsall's latest away day. We play 3 minutes. It's Swindon 0, Walsall 0. It will be a throw-in for the Robins on this near side, managed by Ben Garner since last July. Like Michael Flynn, a 41-year-old who has impressed and has Swindon in the top.
Come on, go at him! Oh! That's a tight one there. Miller tried to, as the ball passed back to the keeper. Just going to keep that intensity, haven't we?
He eventually controlled it, and now it will be in the Swindon midfield. We've
just got to try and be careful of bookings, haven't we? We've collected a lot of bookings. Month clearing with a knee.
On that far side by Montre. Swindon keep the ball in the Walsall half.
Well done, Kinsella won the ball back again.
Possession back for the Saddlers as he does so.
Kinsella is awesome, isn't he? Shade a month marking McCurdy. Yeah. If we can keep McCurdy quiet, I think we'll be all right. Wish we had a big Andy Ram up front, Justin. We wish. Come on, you Reds. True that Tranmere just signed Everton player. We could do with some Midland players. Yeah, it's... We don't. Oh, we did have a tie-in and we getting some players from Albion a few years ago. But I mean, recently we've not been getting players from any. We've not been getting local players at all. Oh, lovely work. Mayonnaise, lovely turn then. But it's not too far. This is Luca's life. He's in the house. Nice one, Luca. Might be worth having a look at his channel. I think he's an Arsenal fan, I think. Stephen smells lovely. He's 1-1, I hope, today, he says. Come on, then. Come on, don't give him a minute.
Release that into the box straight away. Instead, just about got it under his control. It's cleared away by Manager now, and a long-range shot.
Long-range effort, nice and comfortable. Draw would be a good result, yeah. I quite agree, Mark. Oh, Josh JB is saying you're about to get battered. McCurdy and Barry will burn you. Oh, well, that might be the case. Might be the case, Josh, or might not. We'll see. Shady, come on, let's see him beat his man. Come on. Oh, good. Have a shot. Oh, great effort. Good save. Well done. Great stuff from Shade, that was. Oh, he lost himself there a bit.
Swindon chance not so long ago. Sellers in there on the Swindon man, and they in their left-back area will finally clear the ball away. But Shade going close there.
We're still back at it. Earring, come on, it's opening up for him. Have a pop from there, son. Oh, that was just a bit long for him there. Shade didn't beat his man that time. Oh, another chance, Walsall. Oh, this is like shots in. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a great effort from Tyree Shade there. Actually, cuts inside.
Shade did well then. Do you think Walsall manager Mike Flynn will get backed in the summer and be given an opportunity to splash the cash? I think finance is always going to be tight. Oh, just behind me, that cross in there. That's Shady got that cross again. Shade, he's certainly started positive. Yeah, Shade, as Dave says. Dave remembers that Shade's playing so much better. He is. It's amazing, amazing transformation, really. If he can keep that up, he's like a new signing. Just showing the replay there. He's on the left. He's cut back in past two players. Shot and keeper. Two hands, parried it away. That's really promising stuff, yeah? Promising start, says DTN Fire. Do you think Mike Flynn is only good enough in League Two? Well, that's an interesting one, I think. If you're good tactically, you're going to be able to do it in different divisions. I think when you get to Championship and Premier, the tactic level steps up somewhat. But I think if he could get us into League One, I think he'd be more than capable of carrying on with us in that league.
Tomlinson with the ball in from the left. It was too high for the
it's got a bit wide there.
Who's on loan from Charlton for the rest of the season.
Just watch a nice bright start. Nice, comfortable for the keeper. Okay. Let's have a look. Couple of messages catching up on. I think you'll beat Swindon. Thank you, Luca. Good start, lads, says Justin. Yeah. Splash the cash. A relative expression for Walsall. Yeah, I know. Walsall have got to watch the budget always, I think. It's using the budget wisely. I think Walsall have got a reasonable budget. If Elijah Adebayo gets sold in the summer, then we might have a little boost to the budget again. But without that, I don't think there'd be massive money. But I think we've got a lot of players signed up on 2-year contracts. We've got a good, decent basis to the squad. Some of the young ones coming through. And especially got Ram, that's Ronan Mayer. Obviously, Sam Perry's coming back into the team now. Oh, Kinsella got mixed up there. Hang on. And a Shay Willock, of course. Shay Willock, I think. Some look at Shay Willock and say, well, for his age, he's very raw. But I mean, not wishing to mention Wolves too much. But I mean, Steve Bull, he was raw his whole career, but he knew where the goal was, and he scored lots of goals. And I think Shea Willett could be very similar. So the sooner he's in and around the first team, all the better for me, I think. McCurdy tried to put a ball through there. Oh, well done. Earring there, very good. I hate to say this because I love Taylor, but we should have got rid of him earlier. We were playing promising. Well, this is the thing. Now, by the way, Justin, it is just Coke and lemon sip. I could probably do with some of that. Whenever I get a cold, which is very, very rarely, I never take anything. I just sort of sweat it out, sort of go to bed with the dressing gown still on, sort of thing, sweat it out, and I'm normally fine the following day. But I have been aching a bit. I've been aching a little bit. But now, what I was going to say, we've got a lot of criticism of the players that Jamie Fullerton has brought in with Matt Taylor, and it was clear that we were playing the wrong formation, and Matt Taylor stuck with it, and the players looked awful. But now we've got the players motivated and playing in a formation that works better for them. Suddenly, they're looking better players. So perhaps it wasn't Jamie Fullerton's fault; it was Matt Taylor's fault for not getting the best out of them. But it is new manager bounce time, and it's still early to say, because we did have lots of consistency problems, hence why our 2 games against Tranmere and Forest Green was our first back-to-back wins since April 2021. So if the players are now giving consistent performances, which it's too early to say that, if they are giving consistent performances now and we're winning games again, that wasn't the players. And I put on one of my videos, I think when we lost to Bristol Rovers when they had 10 men, the highlight phrase on my reaction was, "It's not the players," and it looks that way now because the players are doing it, aren't they? Tommy Bradshaw, hiya, welcome back. We'll do well out wide. Walsall boys are used to running the county's lines. The last 2 games made Matt Taylor look very bad. Yeah, indeed, John Sadler, quite right there. There's no other way to say it. History will show, particularly if we continue to play as well as we are, history will show that he was absolutely awful appointment. Which again is gone down to Jamie Fullerton, you could say. But I mean, you got to give him praise when he gets a good manager in, if you're going to criticise him for getting a bad manager in. I think it was a risk. It was a risk bringing Matt Taylor in, and heads up, corner ball, Walsall, 13 minutes in, going down the Wednesbury Road. George Wilcox, loving it. Bradford 1-0 up Harrogate. Makes you wonder why Taylor didn't try and alter the formation. Moggy, that's what I was just sort of getting to, really. Hang on, let's watch this corner first. So Earring, we've got the height coming up. Lots of pulling and pushing in there. Far post, back in. Oh, go on, Shady. Earring, get the cross in. Have a shot, mate. Oh, he was pushed off balance and then shot well wide. Oh. Yeah, Matt Taylor, similar to Paul Merson when he was manager. He tried to play a level of football that the players were just not capable of playing. But I think even if they were capable of playing it, the front man in a 4-2-3-1, as I've said, we need a big imposing centre forward, and we never had one. We never had one. So Oh, Sadibi, get a shot away. Come on. Shade, is he going to pull inside again? On your far post. Earring, come on. This is brilliant stuff, Walsall. Oh! Great stuff at the minute, Walsall. McCurdy won't do anything tonight. We'll see. We'll see. But the way we kept Kane Wilson quiet, or rather Shade kept Kane Wilson quiet, really gives me a lot of confidence for Mike Flynn's tenure, as it were. It's that clever tactical manager that will get the best out of players, and that's what we want. We haven't got millions. Oh. Some good tight football there. McCurdy on the ball. He's been given a bit of space there.
Hunt for Swindon, pokes it forward to Aguiar on the Swindon right-hand side. Well marshalled by the Walsall defender on that far side, but Monte has conceded a corner, and it will be Swindon's first of the evening.
Yeah. 44 people in the live to watch the Sadness take 3 points. Oh yes, I certainly hope so. Is Shay Willock as good as Bully? Blimey, get him on. I'm not saying he's as good as Bully, but when I had a chat with Ronan Mayer, he was singing his praises. He was singing his praises. Corner for Swindon, held comfortably by Rushworth. He's looking good again, Rushworth, at the moment. That's an excellent throw. Wait a minute. To Wilkinson on the halfway line.
Go in between Barry and Iandola to keep Walsall with possession. Back with many.
Yeah, things were just getting a bit wild then. They needed to just calm it down. But Walsall had a great start, Walsall. McCurdy, yeah, he's a good player. We got to watch him. Oh, centre half's just gone through Miller and Wilco. Plenty of pushing now. Plenty of pressure on them. Force the error. So it's a throw to Walsall, sort of just on the edge of their box on the right-hand side. That's a good pressing, Walsall.
You know, when he scores, I think they picked up 25 points in the league so far this season. I think that's 8 wins and 1 draw in the 10 games that he's done. So you stop him, similar to Jamil Matton.
Foul on Earring. So that's a free kick, sort of 40-odd, 38 yards out. Tommy Bradshaw, if nothing else, will let us get all the Don Goodman wigs out again. You have to dye him. He's a bit blonder than Don Goodman. Rushworth is going to be a big hit on us when he goes back to Brighton. Yeah, you're right there, Steve. Let's just enjoy him this season now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right then, so now we got a free kick. It looks like we're going to knock it in the box, which is a nice change. All the defenders are up. On your son. Oh, defender gets it. Oh, Kinsella! Kinsella half volley. I had memories of Gary Childs and David Priest for a second. But wasn't to be. That was do any of you guys remember that? Dean's David Priest, Gary Childs, little drop downs from corners, half volleys. It was great stuff, early 80s, 83, 84, that kind of era. McCurdy now on the right hand side, trying to go past Earring, and he's not his day so far. He's trying to trick, and he's kicked it out himself for a goal kick. McCurdy.
Kinsella's in the team, he allows you to get that 5 yards further forward. In
Gary Childs, yes, and Reese, Mark Reese. Oh, that was my early time when I first started going there. Sort of the likes of Mark Reese and I say Gary Childs, David Priest, Mini Priest sort of thing. Peter Hart, Phil Walker, Kenny Mower, Brian Caswell, all them.
Hartlepool might be the big milestone for Mr. Walsall, the Saddlers midfield. Bradford have the first goal of League 2 this evening. Matthew Folds has scored.
Keeping the pressure on Walsall. Yeah, keeping the pressure on.
Long from the back this time.
McCurdy, well, he's got past, got the best of Month then. Kinsella and Month have injured each other, I think, there. Kinsella went to help out as Month was chasing, and they've connected a little bit. I hope Month hasn't hurt himself on little Kinsella. The Buckley Babes, yeah, indeed. David Evans, Peter Hart, bless him. I like what you've done there, Muggy. Of course, he went to be a priest, didn't he? Craig Shakespeare. Oh, such quality there. Connor Wilco had a worldy volley against Newport. Yeah. That's Jack. That's Stephen's friend Jack. Good to have you with us, Jack. Charles and Priest, great players from the 80s. Yeah. I remember that Paul Stringer. I don't remember Paul Stringer. I don't remember him. Priest, Child, Shaker. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. The Buckley Babes. Colchester winning. Colchester beating Hartlepool. But Hartlepool are sort of down there with them as well. Or round just above us, I think, Hartlepool. It's one of the teams we need to go past, isn't it? We've on the ball there. Walsall looked like they're away there, but the ref's blown up for the free kicks. It was a foul.
It's 0-0 still, but Walsall have looked good going forward. They have had a couple of efforts since you were last with me. Jack Earing taking it past Louis Reed, but skewing.
Just in the last couple of games, you can see how improvement already. Yeah.
Before he's 26 years of age tomorrow with a high one which went over the bar into the top end of the Alan McGraw.
They'll lose it. Where's he going? White just went through 4 players. Oh. Lee Reynolds, hi Lee. Just in these last couple of games, you can see the improvement already. Imagine what it'll be like with a full pre-season under our belts. Well, if we keep on winning games, we might still have some fun this season. Or am I dreaming? We need to win a lot of games to sort of get back into contention. But having lost 7 on the bounce, if we win 7 on the bounce, that's yin and yang, the joy and the pain balance. That would put us back into contention for a push in the last 9 games. Perhaps sneak in. Shoot.
Towards Kinsella, who tees up Earing. Well, it came off McCurdy's hand, but it was too close to the Swindon man, so not given by the referee. Walsall still on
Walsall looking great at the minute.
But unfortunately, didn't come to anything. It will be Swindon coming away with the ball, but Walsall clearing it forward. Wilkinson laying it off for Osadibi. It was those two that combined for Miller.
Walsall's second half of the season going for a playoff charge. The top 7 are massive bottle jobs. Nice one, Jack. I'm liking your confidence there. Where's Stephen? He's some mates have called him round to the house. He's Field and Brexit crew. He's some friends from school from when he left school last summer. So he's kept in contact with some of those, such as Jack as well. So he's up there tonight. Could we do a Bolton last season? Possible. It's about momentum, isn't it? We need to take one of those chances. Dave, you got a point there. We got a point. McCurdy, come on. No, what's happened there? McCurdy was close to the ball, close to getting the ball then, and Rushworth just beat him to it. That was a potential sending off situation there, but he just got the ball. Come on, Wilco. Oh. Awesome. Chasing down well.
Bearing down on Rushworth. Rushworth did well to come out and sweep the keeper there from the man on loan from Brighton. Yeah, Cooper still
need to score while we're on top. I quite agree. Yeah, that's what Dave's saying as well. Miller's down, head injury, I think. Oh, he's a... Oh.
Taking a knock now, Ealing will surge forward for the Saddlers. And on the left here's Tyrese Shade.
Tyrese Shade, can you get your crossover again, Tyrese?
Shade with a couple of step overs.
Oh, didn't quite do it there. Some excellent passes there. Oh, what? Oh. This is a great game, I'm going to say it. Kinsella tidying up. This is like a local derby, the way this has been played. It's really fast-paced stuff. Kinsella, very good. Walsall, playing really well. Oh, donation button. I'm glad you mentioned that, Steve. I will put it in the... I will put a little mention on the... I'll put it on the banner. I'll put it on the banner a little bit later. It's far too frenetic for me to mess with it just now, even though donations are nice. Yeah, you can buy me a coffee. That's the link thing we do.
It's taken them a long time, but they've got one. They are ahead against
Kinsella. Kinsella's having a pop here. Watch him. Oh. Kinsella's on it tonight. He's on it every day, Justin, but he's looking for a goal, I think. They're saying Wilkinson has tangled. We'll have to see what's happening with that. Always worry when you're on top and don't take advantage. Let's see what happens with this. We just see the replay.
It's Cooper down who has had similar tussles with George Miller moments before where George actually received it seemed like an arm to the face. He went down as well, and it looks like Conor Wilkinson is just going to be talking to.
No booking. I didn't think so either. Win tonight, only 4 wins away from playoffs. I like that, Vince. I like that. Last game of the season at home to Swindon, decide who goes into the playoffs. That would be good if we get to that position. Had only 80 places off the Champions League. Albion scored. Right then, I need to try and get this link thing on for you guys. Let me try and do this. I'll do it at half time. Come on, so we got... That's a foul. He's pulled his shirt off him. Oh. I said it was like a... I said it was like a... What's the name? Local derby. It's very frenetic.
They want everything new. The fans around this Barry.
Albion have scored. When Rodney comes, Liverpool 2, Elite 2 number 9, he'll change the team, especially his previous spells for Port Vale and Salford. So he's thinking, Jack's thinking playoffs. We could be chasing it in. Anyone else felt the earthquake? I slept through it as always. The misses, it won't be misses up, but I mean, I generally, when it was, we had a 6 on the Richter scale in Dudley, about sort of 3 miles from where I live, and I slept through that as well. So I sleep quite well generally. Vale and Swindon will be huge games. Yeah, we'll still die, yeah. Nigel Higgins. I didn't, but my mum and dad did. Oh, okay. That's Stephen smells lovely.
That was announced today, wasn't it? Wayne Hatswell. Swindon born was on number 2. Play for Swindon Supermarine, I noticed. And play for the Robins.
Great hold play from Earing there. Hayden White, what's he doing there? Moving that ball. Three players up, they're chasing him down well, forcing him back. Yeah.
So always got a bit too much on that. Walsall man, he's forced Rushworth to scuttle over to his left-hand side.
Forced the error, it's knocked it out to its well inside their half. We got John Mayers on, that's Ronan's dad, Ram. John and Ram watching and listening in. Good one. Yeah, we were saying earlier on, sort of next season, I don't think unless Adebayo gets transferred from Luton, there won't be massive money. But I think the likes of Ram and Willock are going to be getting involved with the first team, I would think, next season. Ram has done phenomenally well. Oh, chance here. Oh, McCurdy. That was dangerous. How that got through to him. He's really frustrated he's not scored there. Get the Ram in the first team squad, says Lee Reynolds. Quite right. And Walsall looks so much better, Justin. You're quite right, mate. Hayden, White, League 2, Cancello. Wayne Hatswell has been standing most of the game. That shows good determination from him. Yeah, he wants to get involved.
Barry playing it across to McCurdy. Very disappointing.
Come on.
The ball. I think he's injured himself as well as he tried to play it from left to right towards.
Oh, lovely stuff there. Lovely stuff, Walsall. Come on, Shady. Come on. This is awesome. Great. Oh, Shade's done too much, I think. Al-Sadibi's here to help him out. Earing. Oh. They got in trouble then. We've got a man on his own. Louis Barry. He's tried to put through number 9, Davison. Nice and comfortable save. It was an angled drive and he was running away from him, really. But that was an interesting, well, an excellent break for them. Walsall had been passing it around really well, but just sort of ran into trouble a little bit, really. Got closed down really well from Swindon. Remember the Dudley one in 2000? Was it 2004? That was the Tommy's talking about the earthquake. What's the name? The earth tremors. Yeah, I slept through it. Gave me a sign. The earthquake hit.
He was nearly punished on a couple of occasions. Earing with a loose pass just before that many Yetta.
Walsall passing it around well. Oh, I'm saying that we just had a miss, miscontrolled from Monthly there, but he got away with it. I'd like Rodney on soon, I think, says Dave. I think Rodney's going to be a last 20 minutes, I think, at best. We were thinking that Rodney would be coming on and taking place of Shade, but Shade is looking good. Before the Forest Green game, he'd never been past anybody. And then he, although against Tranmere, he did better at Tranmere. Walsall chasing them down and really took that a bit too quick then, I think.
Swindon have it. Just short of halfway, they've given it away. McCurdy through to Kinsella. Earing back to Kinsella again.
Oh, bad foul. Bad foul, the number 3. Is he going to book him for that? He should do. Rodney on for Miller. No, he's going to book him for that. That was an unnecessary challenge on Kinsella. Yeah, Maz's saying we've made an impact. We need to make an impact. 1-2, let's make it 3. We're hoping so, Maz.
high free kick into the penalty area, headed forward by Daniels towards Miller, but it's gobbled up by Walcott. They don't like to play it long, do they? 35 minutes played, 0-0.
Wilkinson.
The attack with Wilkinson on the right side of the box. It's well defended in the end by Cooper, but he can't get rid of the ball. Just about pokes it away. Just until that point, it had been all Swindon chances.
Oh, that's another strong challenge on. Oh, we're in trouble now. Mayonnaise, you don't let him shoot. Oh, he scored. Louis Barry, that's a great goal. Louis Barry. Mayonnaise let him have a bit too much space there. That's a great effort. Great goal. So very heavy challenge on Kinsella. Daniels put on the floor. Mayonnaise on the right-hand side, chasing with him. He's just pulled him for pace and he just lashed it into the roof of the net. Straight past Rushworth. Fantastic goal. Fast, great goal. I did say Louis Barry was going to be a challenge. That's very good. Oh, Bristol Rovers 1 up. Jack Spratt standing up is now praisable. I've seen it all. Rodney on for Miller. I wouldn't worry about that yet. Is it Adebayo on loan? Yeah, they have, but we've got a sell-on clause. We've got a sell-on clause if Adebayo goes. Labadee would have enjoyed this ref. Yeah, getting away with it. I'd love to see Willicon. Jack, he's not on the bench today. But he's going to be in the first team next season. 7 points from relegation. That is true. Blooming heck. Louis Barry, another chance then. Walsall are just going to settle the ship here. You're going to settle the ship. Davison. Oh no, it's... Mayonnaise, he gets his head, but it's just gone straight to him, connected really well. Matt Forrester, I'm a Walsall fan, I go to the home games. Good one. 1-0 Swindon, great goal on 37 minutes from Louis Barry. Awesome goal, in fairness. Did really well. Always happens when you're on top and you don't score. Eventually, it gets turned round. Yeah.
Second goal for the Robins in 4 days. Also free kick.
Now, what are we doing here?
Earing will clip a ball into the penalty area, looking for
wasted free kick. Still plenty of time left. Walsall got to steady the ship. We know it's going to be a tough game today. I think that's without doubt.
And Swindon Town are ahead. They lead by a goal to Lillers in that attack I was describing to you on 95.6 FM. It finished with Louis Barry on the left side of the penalty area. A powerful left-footed shot into the roof of the net. The Villa low man has his second goal in 2 games, and he nearly scored one straight afterwards as well. A volley which went straight at Carl Rushworth. Swindon on top of it.
Disappointing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom. I don't think the Sabres have come from behind this season to.
Oh, thanks, Tom. Such confidence in the team. It's like he works for the media team. Swindon are certainly lifted by the goal after Walsall have been on it. We got Dazzling Dave's joined us for a short time. Hi, Mill. Walsall had a great start to the game and arguably should have taken the lead. But Louis Barry, the on loan from the Villa, has scored a great goal to give them the lead. And Swindon have looked very bright since.
nearly 200 of them to our left-hand side as many Yesser runs it out of play. It's a Swindon side.
Matt saying Walsall are a great team. I went shopping with my dad and at the home and went to the home ground. Very good.
Towards the end of January and early February, and then they lost a couple of games against two sides towards the top of the table, Exeter and Tranmere. Could be heading to 3 in a row here, though. But it's choked away by Daniels. Sent back towards the penalty area, though, by Cooper. Now Hunt will head it.
Calm, Walsall. Plenty of time.
Goal and hold on to the ball inside the penalty area and throw it out in front of him. And
bring McDonald back.
Really
he's doing all right at Morecambe.
In the last 5-10 minutes. Obvious Swindon throwing on this near side. There left. There's a couple of blonde children in particular quite enjoying cheering towards.
I think Josh B must be a Swindon fan. Walsall get battered everywhere they go. Well, we've just beat Forest Green and Tranmere the last 2 games, so make that what you will. I mean, fair play to Swindon. It was a great goal with the player that's not actually theirs. But I mean, Daniels did all right there.
It's another mismatch there, isn't it?
Is Alden still injured? Alden's finished, mate. Alden's not going to play. Why did Barry go to Swindon, not local Walsall? That is what I mentioned early on, Steve. I don't know. He should have come to Walsall, shouldn't he? Obviously, our connection with Dino and that sort of stuff has gone now. But again, it's a local team. It doesn't make sense why he should have had an option to come to Walsall. Did not feel, oh, he's got played and injured. Kinsella. Can you think the Louis Barry was offered to Walsall and we didn't want him? Does that make sense? We had fans sort of calling for him at the start of the season, seeing if we could get him on loan, but didn't happen. Oh. Why did Barry go to Swindon? Mike Flynn's team talk half time will be interesting, says Graham. Thanks for joining us, Graham.
Towards the penalty area from Manny Yesser, too high for Wilkinson. Still though with Sadler's and Ostevie, who's got 3 men to try and twist and turn around. Wilkinson now plays it all the way back to Manny Yesser inside the centre circle. To his left-hand side, Jack Gearing.
We're in trouble here. Come on. They're pushing us back well there. Oh.
And sure enough, it does now. It just about clears halfway, that clearance from the Walsall goalkeeper. But it's back towards
good challenge from Mayonnaise there. Who do you think will win? I can't believe we won against Tranmere and Forest. The Forest Green. I know, there's very good wins. Walsall seem to have lost a little bit of confidence since the goal. But 43 minutes gone. Let's get in at half time. Let's get in at half time and then regroup, I think.
McCurdy plays it back. It's on the right hand side. Play towards Dolo, trying to get away.
See it, nice and steady.
Now here's a long range shot.
That wasn't far over the bar. Yeah, Mike Flynn went to 2 playoff finals with Newport, yeah. Barry has bright future, already scored against a good Liverpool squad, yeah. Tommy is saying, I always think we'll win, which is why my life has been full of disappointment. Please stop saying that. I hate condiments.
Rushworth clears the ball away. Over halfway it goes.
I do a career as Walsall on FIFA. I signed Millie and Fiola. Oh, chance him. Oh. Wilkinson gets a shot away. I agree with Adam Collins. Walsall need half time now.
that one from Wilkinson was too close to the keeper.
Yeah, snapshot there from Conor Wilkinson. Good work from Tyree Shade and George Miller. And
Come on,
Miller just
Walsall.
laying it off to his strike partner there, and he's really unlucky actually.
1-0 Swindon lead. 30 seconds of normal time remaining at the end of this first half. Louis Barry's goal. Walsall throw in on the near side. One in many.
Definitely rocked Walsall. Conor Wilkinson is the man, says Matt Forrester.
On halfway, also Davey battling White's there as well. Another late challenge on Kinsella. He's down in agony just inside the Swindon half.
Kinsella's getting a lot of treatment.
And he will have a word with the referee here. Now, I think, judging by the way he was in the face of
the new striker, Devante Rodney, he's coming back to fitness. He did come on for a couple of the last 5 minutes or so against Forest Green. I think he needs a couple of games before he's fully firing, I would think. Or maybe 5 or 6 games before he's fully firing. Walsall throw again. Just inside Walsall's half. I think we're not going to be scoring from here, I think, so it's just getting to half time.
And Michael Flynn with a bit of work to do at half time to see if Walsall can get something from this away day.
Come on, George. Oh, we get to George Miller. Great heading, great.
Back into the path of Barry. Barry now to Iandolo. Oh, he could have shot there, but he keeps.
Oh, you're joking.
And they double their lead to Swindon Town. He's in first half stoppage time. Well, Davison with his back to goal with lots of space. He could have shot himself. Davison,
big number 9, headed, getting his head on every ball.
To climb now.
Oh.
Another one for the Robins. It's Ricky Aguiar.
Aguiar.
Second of the game, deep in first half stoppage time.
What did I say? We're not going to score from here. We just need to get through to half time.
Shot himself. Instead, teed up Aguiar for a good low finish. Past Carl Rushworth. Sadler's have it all to do now. They are trailing by 2 goals to 0.
From the big man up front, Josh Davies certainly does well to just cutting off Aguilar.
And that's the whistle. That is so frustrating.
Back across Carl Rushworth into that bottom corner and outside a little bit there. The Sadler's defender seemed to step up, but I thought he was going to.
That is so frustrating there. Walsall, I think until Barry scored, Walsall were by far the better team. And Rushworth could have done better, perhaps. It was a good strike. Uphill, but never have to regroup at half time. Can't even moan, really. Swindon are excellent tonight. Yeah, Jack Nelson, yeah, you're quite right. Swindon are a good side. But Walsall have had the chances. Oh. I'm sad and disappointed in the first half, says Matt. Yeah, it's a frustrating one. Oh, it's hard to take. Because Walsall have played really well first half. And I think during our run of defeats, we did have good performance, bad performance, and lose out. Is that more of that? I think we've played well. We've played well. We've got to be more clinical, as they say. Their strike force have very coordinated. The way Davison's got his head to the ball and then it's come through to him almost on the penalty spot, and rather than try and turn, he's just played it back for Aguiar and he's picked his spot. So McCurdy is not getting much of it so far. I did say I'd get you the link for the donate button. So let me try and find that for you. And I'll put that. What's the best place for me to put that? Is that in the description? I think it's in the description already, if you have a look at that. But I will put it, if I can find it. Here we go. It's Buy Me a Coffee. Let's have a look. I'll put it in there in the comments. And I'll put it on the banner as well, if I can work out how to do that. There we go. If you want to help support the channel and you want to buy us a coffee, buy me a virtual coffee, you could pretend you're buying me a vodka and Pepsi if you like. But that helps. That helps. Content will always be free, but if you feel you'd like to help the channel, then I would really appreciate that. So thank you. Michael Flynn needs to bring on a new striker, our new striker, perhaps. John Guthridge, why was White made captain on Saturday? I don't know. I thought Kinsella was made captain against Tranmere, and then he's lost it. He's only played one game as captain. Rob Scarrett's giving us a score update. Yeah, Rob, we're watching. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Oh, dear. Maggie, the difference between these two sides might be the goal-scoring ability. They have good forwards. Yeah, very clinical. Very clinical forward line. Only if it's got Lemsip in. Yeah, I am struggling. You probably tell them it's a bit nasal there. Yeah, I might go top of my Pepsi. I can't have a drink now. I've got to pick my lad up later. Stephen's at a party or get together or whatever it is. I don't know. Dear. Frustration. We weren't going to win every game between now and the end of the season, were we? Let's be honest. But is this game done, or can we pull back? It depends on the next goal, of course. That's what it's all about. Next goal, they'll tell us where it's going. Yeah, next goal. Mayonnaise looked really confident on the ball early, but for the last 25 minutes, made a few errors. Yeah. Make him walk exercise is good for him. Oh, Steve. Yeah. I think he is only 16. I can't sort of have him wandering around at 10 at night on his own just yet, particularly when he's probably had a drink. We have to take our chances. Come back. 3-2 win for Walsall. What do you reckon? DTN Fire thinks 3-2. That would be nice. My nose is bursting. I'm drinking lemonade. Dear. I'm going to top up my drink. And then I'll be back in a second. Shall I leave you with the sound on here, just so we're not totally quiet? And I'll be back. My dad made a bet. 5 squid for him. I don't know what that is. We have done it before. A drink purchased by a responsible adult, of course. Yes. Yeah. Right then. So possession 55%. So they've got us on possession. I think they've got us on chances as well at the minute. Right then, let's get me drink. Let's get me second half bit. Well. What we got updated? Let's have a look. Next goal crucial, says John Mayer. Walsall, and we are back in Swindon, and it's game over. Well, they've won the last 2 games 3-0. So we've got to stop that happening, haven't we? Quick while he's gone, let's all have a party. I like that. Quality. Right then, let's 2 defensive errors. Says John, main 82 square at halfway line challenge. Yeah. Albeit good finish from Barry. Very good finish, yeah. We should never let them get near us. For that. We had a throw in our half in injury time and ended up them scoring. That was disappointing. The manager would be going crazy, wouldn't he? Not if we score 3 first. Hang on, I'm behind on the messages now. Let's have a look. We started well. They've kicked Kinsella up and down. Kinsella, he's had a lot of harsh treatment, hasn't he? He's been kicked about a lot. I think they know that he's the guy that's going to upset them. So they're trying to unsettle him, I think, trying to get him booked or injured, one of the two. Need to regroup and bring on our striker. I don't think Rodney's ready for 45 minutes yet. Ian Allen, not impressed with Mayonnaise. He was doing well to start with. He's had a bit of a wobble, though. DDD, Connor Wilkinson. Oh. Do. Connor Wilkinson. We hope he's going to come on today. And he's already on, but I mean, I hope he's going to come on and do his stuff second half. I'll come after the game as I'm watching on iFollow. Okay. Wish us luck. I'll come after the game. Okay, I don't get what's going on with that. Taylor in. That's a laughing thing from Vince. If we lose, where will we go? We'll go home, probably. Bring on Rodney. Let's see what he's got. Paul, from what we saw against Forest Green, I think he needs a little bit more time, I think. Walsall Swift, Louis Barry was on Barcelona's books as a kid. No wonder he can play. Yeah, excellent. I'm amazed he came to League 2 on loan, to be honest. That's why we didn't think Walsall would get him. And now he's turned up at blooming Swindon. I think Rodney will come on and score one. Hope so, Matt. Not really impressed with Walsall so far. If they do better, but still lose, I'll call for them. I don't know what that means. Kins booked, maybe, but not injured, unless they bring on the baseball bats. Yeah, Kins has been awesome, but he's had some very heavy challenges on him. Maybe Labadie will come on and collect a booking second half and put them right, perhaps. Would you start to get worried about relegation with the big losing streak, or are you an optimist? I was very, Jack. I was very, very worried about relegation. I am generally an optimist, but when you lose 7 on the bounce and you can't see where your next goal's coming from, let alone point, I was very, very worried. I feel much better now. Robin Ilfracombe. Good evening, Simon. I was hoping the Saddlers would do us a favour tonight here in Devon. Well, let's hope Walsall can still do you a favour. I am trying to remember. Oh, that's Exeter, of course. Yes, Exeter. Yes. It's not looking that way at the minute, Robin. Swindon have held us off. And then 2 very good goals, in fairness. I will still clap for them, says Matt. I got you, okay. Even if they lose, we'll still clap for them. Yes, Exeter. I didn't have a mind sort of thing. I was thinking of Morecambe for a second, Robin, and then think, no. Oh, Walsall are a good team, but they haven't done that well this season so far, have they? Well, you say that, and you're spot on. It's been a very disappointing season, but now we've got things together. Are we going to be okay? I think we are. Are we going to win tonight? I don't think so. But I'd be happy to be proved wrong. Right then, let's have a look. A couple of messages. Adam Collins, when we spoke of why Louis Barry went to Swindon instead of Walsall. Ben Garner. Hang on, let's just put that on there. He was head coach. Ben Garner worked with Louis when Ben was assistant head coach at Albion before Louis moved Barcelona and then I got you. That makes sense. If there had been Labadie, he'd have been sent off for retaliation. Absolutely. He'd get an unfair line a little bit, Labadie, but he is a bit of a nutcase as well. Barry went to Barcelona from Baggies and lasted 6 months before being rescued by Villa. He was out on loan at Ipswich earlier this season, but got no game time. Returned to Villa before he went to Swindon. Yeah, well, why did he end up at Walsall? That's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. Oh, dear. Right then, we're ready to kick off the second half. Yeah, we'll still a guy. Rowling, since he signed his contract, he's not been great, has he, really? So Matt's hoping that we'll sort of be heading up next season. Jack Nelson, why don't Villa help us struggling neighbours for a couple of prospects? Well, when Dean Smith was there, we got a few. We got was it Tyler thingy, wasn't it? We're going to watch them now again. Right then, we're back on.
With your BBC Radio WM, DAB digital radio in the Black Country and on iFollow Walsall.
No changes, I don't think, at the minute. I wouldn't have expected any at the minute.
First half from Louis Barry and Wiki Aguiar. And they are chasing the game to try and get something out of it. But Louis Reed threading it forward and Swindon.
Got away with that. He's a very lenient ref. They're after another 3-0, aren't they? Swindon. They're looking more like it at the minute.
The second goal to McCurdy, who's not been on the score sheet yet, the 15-goal man. Aguiar has it again on this right-hand side. First time ball forward, looking to release McCurdy. He'll keep this in play on the right-hand side. McCurdy fires it across. Rushworth claps at it. Who will have thought this? Rushworth will dive down onto the ball. Meneyessa was out there with Louis Barry. Rushworth, whose first decision in handling might not have been completely...
that's a nice story, actually, we've got there from young Matt Forrester. My granddad was alive when Walsall got to the final against Bristol City. We remember that one, don't we? In 2015, he gave me the scarf that he got there. Oh, that's nice, Matt. Nice one.
With a 3-5-2 formation, I'm just checking that's still very much the case. They may have to mix it up a little bit in the second half to try and match Swindon's 4-3-3, or certainly sure they're not as overrun as they have been when Swindon have come forward. They have Rushworth in goal.
Is that Davison? Is chance White now? Can he get his crossover?
Right-hand side, ball sent in on that
good
far
block
side
slightly.
It's headed back by Iandolo and the clearance away by Tomlinson. All the way from Meneyessa from.
Do you know when we played these in the cup?
On the Swindon left,
and they looked a far better team than us.
A chance here now.
It looks the same.
The left side of the penalty area, twisting and turning his way past
Mayonnaise is getting nothing out of Barry, is he there? McCurdy. McCurdy's definitely having an off day, isn't he? Definitely having an off day. Right then, I'll put the link up there for buy me a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, I'm going to take that down now. I don't want to sort of over sell it as such. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can. But I mean, it's not what we're all about completely. If you wanna donate, that's I really appreciate it. But the content is free. That's if you haven't subscribed already, join the happy throng and press that subscribe button. Oh, come on, Walsall. I need to try and get back into this. Brilliant video. Thanks, Matt. Yeah.
Again there with Louis Barry going in a 1v1 against Rolling Miniesa, but it looks as though Josh Labadie, the captain, will be making an appearance.
Yeah, Labadie's coming on, I think.
2-game suspension, but clearly wants to make changes, and it'll be interesting to see what he goes for.
He's going to make a change, that's it. Matt Taylor was scared of making a change.
Rolling Miniesa has been quite indecisive in this
I'll get him off rolling at the minute.
What changes he does make?
We were debating this at half time, weren't we, off air? Because certainly looks like Rodney and Labadie are going to be appearing. Minutes of the second half as to what they will do. Whether
they're going to go 4-4-2.
Would that mean Tyree Shade will have to play at left back? Coming forward now on the Swindon right hand side. Low ball in is cleared away though by Daniel.
Going straight back to their bloke.
A good run down that right hand side by the.
Not keeping hold of the ball.
Continuing to pile the pressure on inside the Walsall half. It's the defender Cooper who's come forward from the back out to the right hand side and Hunt again.
Well, Labadie will come on for Kinsella, I think.
Plays it back to Louis Reed. Reed ball forward looking for Davison, who was held off by Daniels.
The thing is, yellow card coming on then, yeah. Well, maybe he behaves himself when he plays for Mike Flynn. This is giving
see what's going to happen here. Donovan Daniels, who will be the first to make way.
Oh, he's taking Daniels off.
With,
he's taking Daniels. So Rowling has been all over the shop. He's staying on.
136 times under Michael Flynn at Newport, 17 goals as well.
Oh, he's
George Miller.
So Miller's gone off.
Rodney for Miller, you'd expect. What are they doing in
Rodney for Miller.
In defence then? We've got Tyree Shade taking the throw, but we'll just see how they line up when they come forward here. As Wilkinson a battle with a couple of Swindon men. He's left McCurdy on the floor as they try and come forward now. The ball off a Swindon back, but they cleared the ball away in the end. In the centre circle, it's played forward by White. Looks like it will be a flat back four, and I assume Shade will be on the left side,
left back.
White on the right, Meniesa and Monte in the middle. It almost looks like a 4-1-4.
Yeah, Swindon.
Just to see how they're doing it, because it could be.
Well, his Canyon's coming off. That's a bad decision. Yeah, I think so as well. Kinsella, captain.
No, he's on the left, isn't he?
Well, Labadie gave the armband to him, but Hayden White was the captain, and he's still on, so that doesn't make sense, really. Who was your favourite player for Walsall at the minute? Kinsella, got to be. I think over the last couple of seasons, Kinsella for me has been okay, and I think he didn't really sort of do enough. But I think I've seen a bit more detail really now, and seen the work rate more clearly, I think.
There's a battle between Monte and Davison. Monte had a handful of the shirt of the man.
That's a good battle, that is, Monte and Davison. We haven't got that battering ram up front, have we, like him?
Keeps the ball in play. To the Don Rogers stand.
Swindon are a very good team, in fairness. I'd keep Daniels on, yeah, I would have done. Should have took Rowling off, I agree. I think Walsall could make a comeback. There's a chance. Come on, Sadlers. Can we score late goals but still lose? Well, the thing is, we've got to keep ourselves in it. Got to keep ourselves in it. We've got to get a goal, haven't we? Oh, Rowling has really gone off the ball. I really think he's took the wrong one off there.
Goals for Barry and Agui are very late on at the end of the first half. But Josh Labadie and Devante Rodney are on.
Devante Rodney, we'll see whether he's going to get a touch.
And then to make way. Unfair that on Daniels. Tom. Well, many, yes, sir. Certainly the first goal seemed to be down this side. Oh, now it's pierced through the Walsall defence towards McCurdy.
McCurdy, another go. Oh, yeah.
Not at the moment. 8.5 minutes played in the second half. Still the Robins lead by 2-0, and the Saddlers defence pierced again there towards McCurdy, whose shot goes across.
They're looking good, aren't they?
They've made a change already. Michael Flynn and Wayne Hatswell, the Walsall head coach, and his assistant respectively. Them 2 changes. In fact, Josh Labadie has come on, and Devante Rodney for Donovan Daniels and George Miller, which means the Saddlers look like they're playing a 4-4-2, but a diamond formation in midfield at the moment. A flat back 4 for the Saddlers in this second half. They still trail by 2-0 though.
Every time he gets near the ball, Rowling, you think you're fearing for him.
McCurdy was going to be in, and it's a cross-come shot there. Really, he's expecting possibly, maybe a man to be at the back post. And
how are they getting the ball? Yellow card, mayonnaise. Yeah, that sums up how he's feeling, I think. 4-4-2 might help, says David. Labadie is trash, I think. Oh, neither of our CDs are mobile enough. No. Doing far better than this at the minute, aren't they, Swindon? I think at the minute we're doing well to stay with them. Since the second half, we haven't. Oh, well done there, Labadie. Got his foot in. So Labadie's pushing further forward. Labadie's ahead of House of DB at the minute. He's winning the ball now. Getting his tackles in. Oh, nice bit of play there. Mayonnaise struggling again. Yeah. Great goal. Excellent work on the left-hand side there. Excellent work there. Mayonnaise caught out for pace. Ball's come across, and he's just picked his spot. And we can't. Well, that is game over. We ain't going to come back from that, are we? I know we've not finished yet, but I mean, looks like they've won 3 games, 3-0 on the bounce. Devante Rodney, he's only been on a couple of minutes, but not got near the ball at the minute. Oh dear. Rowling and White are playing very bad. Good goals, in fairness. We've seen. The thing is, they're going to be in on us again here. Blooming Nick. Oh, game over. Could be a lot worse yet. Swindon are looking very good. Swindon's such a boring team. Only to do 3-0 lately. Nearly 4. What's happened to Walsall? They were good at the start of the season, but now they're trash. Well, they're coming up against a very, very good team that's on form. They're on fire in it. Yeah, Lee Ball saying going to face teams in a purple patch sometimes, and they're looking very, very good. 2 great finishes from Aguiar. Oh, consolidating onto Hartlepool the weekend. Yeah, I think give players a run. I think.
In the season of Harrogate as well, but they are tumbling to what will be a heavy defeat and their worst of the season as it stands at the moment. 3-0 they are losing.
The thing is, with our run of 7 defeats, a lot of those games we should have won because we were playing. Dave's going to bed. Don't blame me, Dave. Yeah, a lot of those games in the 7 that we lost were against teams who, in fairness, were rubbish and they beat us. And that's what hurts so much. Because there was games where we should have won and we didn't. But in all fairness, looking at this, Swindon are a much better team. Swindon are a much better team. And they are definitely going to be holding on to a playoff spot with this kind of performance. Oh, must have a better chance against the Jeff Stelling lot. Off to the bar, night all, says Tommy. People are accepting defeat, I think, which I think.
So bright and energetic coming forward to his confidence win the side. You say they've scored 9 goals now in 3 games. Looking for a 10th one now as played out to the left by Reid to Tomlinson. He fancies one tonight. It's a right-footed one this time from the left back straight at
Swindon passed the ball very well, says Walsall Swift. Moggy, well, okay. We're going to lose, but if you'd have been offered 6 points from the last 3 games, would you have taken it? Of course we would.
Open play.
It'd be nice to see get Rodney on the ball, see what he's made of.
Cleared away though by O'Brien. Wilkinson's done well to get in the way here, and Wilkinson's shot is blocked by the Swindon man.
Rodney was looking for a. If we don't, that's bad. Bad news for your viewer numbers. Yeah, I think so. Oh dear. Well, could be worse. If you're feeling like you don't want to watch the rest of the match, you could read my book. If you haven't got a copy of my book yet. Oh, corner for Walsall. Come on, consolation. Oh, he's holding him. Be fortunate to keep this at 3-0. Yeah, with half hour to go.
The referee is going over to Cooper now. Just having a quick chat with the man from Swansea, the Welshman. In his early 20s.
Well, book plug alert, yeah. I think, do you want me to switch the football off and just read you some of my book? That's what it feels like at the minute. I think we can only appreciate how good Swindon are at the minute, to be honest. Rodney got his head on that one. He's looking for the ball again. Wants more of the ball. He's not screaming for it. That's never going to reach your man Earring.
Making a name for himself now in the Swindon town midfield, and 2 very good finishes, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. The first one, the composed one, just to drop it into that bottom corner, and then the second one, all he's got to do is make a clean connection on it, which he did.
You've got to find the humour at times like this, indeed.
Right into that far corner.
He's Rowling's been struggling today. Was I sad when Phillips left Walsall? I think surprised more than sad, I think. In fairness, I was initially surprised. Then when I thought about it, was he's a centre forward. He hadn't been playing as centre forward, so it's no wonder they wanted to take him back. Nice to see he scored for Exeter. And the goal he scored against Bradford, was it? First minute. That was a great moment. Come on, Walsall. Let's see what the fight's like. Keep your discipline. Keep your discipline. Let's get a goal. They haven't conceded. in the last 2 games, and we haven't until this one. We knew that was likely to end soon, and it was. Shane, what's Shane doing there? Oh. Mayonnaise, rolling. Louis Barry, what a player he is. We did have a very good goal difference until this game. Kinsella's knocked the ball back, short pass in fairness. So I'd say that's Kinsella's mistake. Barry's just took that away really well. Oh. No, that wasn't his fault. No, that was Kinsella's fault. I know Kinsella is a great player and that sort of stuff, but that was Kinsella's fault. Yeah, I'll blame Kinsella for that one. Yeah, if he'd have played a straight ball back to him, perhaps.
Well, Swindon had their 10th goal in the last 3 games. They are now 4-0 up against the sorry Saddlers. Kinsella playing it back to Menayeta, who tried to let the ball come to him. But
so, his new manager. Oh, dear. Not much of a new manager bounce, and he wasn't technically in charge against Forest Green, says Steve Collins. Ronnie Myers has cost us 2. Yeah, I wouldn't blame Mayonnaise for that one. Oh, it's just not working for Walsall, is it? The thing is, they're totally rampant at the minute.
Sent in by Barry, who is a very, very impressive player.
Well, there was a reason why Barcelona looked at him at one point, and it's the reason why he's in the Premier League academy, Tom. You know, he's played. I don't know whether he's had a chance for the first team, but there's a reason why Premier League teams like him, and
Well, we had the first half hour, didn't we? And it's sort of fell apart since then. Hold on to it.
With the scoring. He's only got the 1 for Swindon in his career as he approaches his 100th appearance, but that Hunt shot is saved at the near post by Rushworth, and it stays 4-0 for Swindon Town. Didn't work for Louis Barry in the 3rd tier at Ipswich Town, but he's really enjoying playing.
So, any of Walsall? What's this? So, anyone Walsall called back Tyler up? Well, if Walsall had won 3 on the bounce, Matt Tyler would have been sort of well depressed, I'd have thought. But come on, let's try and get a bit of fight, Walsall. Let's try and get a goal out of it or something.
23.5 minutes remaining at the end of this game as Kinsella's touch is too heavy and allows Barry to play it to Reed, and now Ian Dolo coming forward for Swindon. He'll play a higher one towards Williams, but out comes Rushworth. The substitutes which Michael Flynn made just after half-time was only 4 or 5 minutes after half-time. Never really said Labadie or Rodney's name too many times as the Saddlers had to change their shape. Menayeta playing a ball forward now to Wilkinson. I don't remember a 4-goal deficit under Darryl Clough at all, Tom. In
might be going back to perhaps Bradford a few years ago. It was around December time under Dean Keats. I think that was a 4-0. That was a horrible.
It's not the manager; it's the defence.
I remember Paul Caddis scoring for Bradford.
Why did you not keep Daniels on? Yeah, that seemed like a a poor choice. Mayonnaise, he's not having a great one, is he? I bet Forest Green can't believe it, can they? Getting beat. Their 19-game unbeaten run ended by Walsall, and then see Swindon knock 4 past us. So what's been the difference? Walsall started off very confident, and the first 30 minutes, the defence, Jack Spratt, the defence has been built in appalling. He's appalling now, Dad. You can sack all the wing backs. Not worth keeping them. Yeah, but these are the same players who got 2 great results against Tranmere and Forest Green. From pre-season for Flynn, bring his own players in, mould his ideas, mount a playoff push next season. Rodney's won a corner. League 2's crazy, anyone can beat anyone. Quality has been the difference. Yeah, I think let's not get too down. I know it's 4-0, but we've just beat Tranmere and Forest Green. And from the teams we've seen this season, when they played us in the Cup, Swindon, they were excellent. Oh, Rowling got a header on target, but it's a weak one. Matt, we're not going to get relegated. You don't need to worry about that. But we did have a great goal difference in comparison to the other teams in the bottom half. But that's been put right today. But the way these are going, they're going to beat everybody 3 or 4-0. Oh dear, come on. Minus 11 goal difference now.
Walsall half plays a high one out to the right-hand side, and Rodney, who brings it down well. Rodney keeps the ball.
No, he doesn't. He's giving it away.
Plays it back to Earing, but got too much on.
Yeah, this is 5 now.
Again, and that's a good ball. And here's another chance. This one for 5 for Aguiar, blocked by the Walsall defender and into an empty net for Johnny Williams. And this is going from bad to worse now for the Saddlers.
5-0.
They're on the end of a real hiding now at the county ground, having won their last 2 games. They are now 5-0 down. The shot from Aguiar looking for his hat-trick was blocked by a Walsall defender inside the 6-yard box. And there was Williams, who's only just gone as a substitute, to turn home his 4th of the season. It's 5-0 now to Swindon Town.
I don't think Williams will have an easier finish in his career there. He's got the goal beckoning for him, and Jack Earing just gets himself there. And unfortunately, when things are going wrong for you, they tend to go really badly, and Williams finishes it well.
5-0, blimey Nick.
It's 5-0 now to the Robins. Another mistake in the Walsall midfield. Swindon came forward. It was a shot from Aguiar looking for his hat-trick, blocked by Earing inside.
We know they're a good team, but come on. Earing's off and bringing Kiernan on.
It's 5-0 now to Swindon.
Oh dear.
Kiernan has just come on for Jack Earing. The final change from Mike.
Come on, let's it's getting embarrassing, says Moggy. We're not kidding. Swindon are a team, they're massively on form. And first half an hour we were smashing these. We just didn't get the goal. 5-6 Walsall, says Zach Ted. I think that's unlikely. I love in the humour though. I didn't expect this. Me neither. What's the manager going to say? Oh, they're just quicker than us and have more quality up front than us. Yeah. Louis Barry is a very quality player. Flynn not going to be happy. No, says Ethan. Come on, boys, we can still win this. I think you're joking, Tommy.
Still see a lot of them over there. 9840 is the official attendance. 214 actually have made the journey from a Walsall perspective. And I can just see them through the door of where we're based in the radio area here, and they're just staring.
It's our defence, says Matt.
Seemingly not really believing.
Doesn't matter what they're in. They shouldn't be playing that bad.
Certainly, if the 2-0 half-time might not have been fair, it's
£10 to watch this. Essington Canal enthusiast. You've been with us from the start, haven't you? That's a good one. This has been a very painful one tonight.
Some of his quotes, he said, some teams can have that new manager bounce, and it doesn't necessarily, last in the long term. And I think those words were kind of harsh, really, but they've come true here as that manager bounce hasn't lasted tonight. But it's not to say that things won't turn around, but there's plenty of work there for
Tom Marley. What's he on about, Tom Hislop?
Maybe he's realising tonight now the challenge that he's got ahead of him. But there's good enough players here, Tom. We've seen it. We've seen it over the last two games. You pick up a 1-0 win against Forest Green Rovers. You pick up a 1-0 win against Tranmere Rovers. This team can do it. They have it in them to do it, and they've just not been able to pick up the.
They've come up now. I think let's be honest. Let's be honest, shall we? Walsall have come up against a Swindon team that are banging form. Walsall getting battered, Brewdog, yeah.
The Swindon half. It's a high one. It's just over Rodney's head, and it's cleared away by Tomlinson. Swindon it's in the shout really of the automatic promotion spot still. So if they play like this, 3-0 against struggling Scunthorpe and Carlisle.
Team in their stride, yeah, you're quite right, Vince.
Forward to Williams, who's the latest man to get on the score sheet.
Met him at the wrong time. Team in their stride. Only second game for Flynn. We'll beat Hartlepool. Yeah, I think it's how you respond to a defeat, isn't it? It's how you respond to a defeat. That's key. Painful, not the word. We say that we pay £10 on iFollow to watch the game, and as good as the game it was, first 36 minutes, we've seen a lot of quality from Swindon, who've thoroughly deserved to win the game, and Walsall have been showing plenty of effort. Walsall is showing plenty of effort, but just every mistake has been capitalised on.
Saturday in the second half, and now the substitute Ryan East, who's come on for Iron Dolo, plays it out to the left. It's taken away by Shade to his opposite number 28, Aguiar. He'll be sniffing their first hat trick. Let's see what his first goals for Swindon tonight. He's having the ex-Whirling midfielder. They've got to throw
Flynn will raise their game, I reckon, mate. Okay, good. Helping so. Hope to see you there. Yeah, we'll be there. We're back at home ground on Saturday. We're awful, says Oliver. Well, we were good first half. And we lost confidence after they scored the first. But Davison, first half particularly, he was massive for them. That big number 9 up front, that's what we've not had all season. Richard, he's just come back from the gym. Is this a joke or is it really 5-0? Well, Richard, I'll give you a quick summary, shall I? First 30 minutes, Walsall battered them. And then Louis Barry, there's a breakaway chance. And Louis Barry scored. Excellent finish. to put them 1 up. And then we were playing out half time, and then Walsall lost the ball, and bam, bam, it was 2-0. Then second half, Swindon came out much more confident, and Walsall's confidence dipped a little bit. There's still plenty of effort, but they've picked on our little errors and been. It's probably another one coming. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh. Love that Sylvester. Anyone remember the Warner Brothers shot? No. Mayonnaise not been great, has he? I'm guessing Mike Flynn now realise he has his work cut out. I expected better after Forest Green, a real kick in the teeth. Flynn will learn from the last performance, identify those players who are up for the challenge, move forward over time. Can only work with what he's got, and that will take time.
Yesser clears the ball away, looking for Kiernan, the final substitute this evening. Elsewhere in League Two, Harrogate are 2-1 up at Bradford. They're struggling.
They are.
So too are Leighton Orient, losing 2-0 to Bristol Rovers. Swindon coming forward. Kinsella poking it back to Monte, who clears away left-footed, looking for Rodney. He hasn't been able to get himself into this game. Hartlepool are 2-1 up against Colchester. Port Vale leading at Rochdale.
Oh, Port Vale are winning. Don't give me any more news like that. Does anyone remember the old Walsall number? We need to get them back now. I still feel bad for Flynn. Well, he's the manager. He'll take the pleasure.
Suddenly now in League Two, just Forest Green with the plus 36 ahead of them. Played forward by O'Brien.
Every ball we clear goes to one of their players. Man of the match, the tea lady.
O'Brien, who's on loan from Crystal Palace.
Well, against Forest Green, it was difficult to pick a man of the match because everybody was so good. Today, man of the match is a bit tougher.
Reading ahead now against Birmingham City, 1-0 the Royals lead in Berkshire.
We just been outplayed by a better team.
Parsons a substitute. Kinsella slides in to stop Williams getting the ball. Now on this near side, the Walsall left, it's Tyrese Shade.
Tyrese Shade, good pass. Oh, Walsall on the ball. Rare. Osadebe, no. Never going to get there, was I? Never going to. Come on, and Flynn, get them back.
Tail of the tape in terms of our West Midlands sides tonight. Middlesbrough 2, West Bromwich Albion 1.
Mark Partey saying, evening all. We started well, but I'm glad this has happened now. We'll see how good Flynn's management is. Well, I think we can't get carried away by the Forest Green result, and equally we can't get too down about this one. I think this is more about a team that's bang on in form.
White on the Walsall right hand side. Kiernan back towards the right back again. Brendan Kiernan, who
Kiernan could have put him straight back in there. Come on.
Come on Saturday at Forest Green, but he's making his 32nd appearance of the season, his 6th from the bench.
Those 2-1-4 fans should get a refund. 3 little birds. They've all been telling me unless there's a vast improvement Saturday, don't make any plans for Sunday. Oh, I feel bad for my granddad. If he sees this, he'll be sad.
People will be as well, you know.
I think we're all sad, mate.
Travel to that game on Saturday. All those that are currently watching here.
House of DB.
Long ball played forward, giving Parsons something to chase. Rushworth to it, and that ball might turn into a good one towards Rodney on the right side of the penalty area here. He's got support from Wilkinson and Kiernan alongside him in this attack. White will play a high ball.
That was a rubbish ball.
To chest it down, but it was dangerous because the cross comes Kiernan to nearly dispossess the keeper there.
It's good anticipation from Brendan Kiernan there, just to get in front of the goalkeeper, and he does so. And It's really unfortunate.
Manny Month is doing well getting further forward, but I mean, he needs to...
left-hand side, getting it from Monte, sending a right-footed ball in too high for Rodney.
The pain is there to make you appreciate the joy more. That is very true. That is very true. Sappy was going to get tickets too. So never changed anything drastic from Saturday.
And maybe this will temper a lot of the excitement and enjoyment from those last two wins. Just to say,
no fight whatsoever tonight. I don't agree. I think they've just been outplayed. I think sometimes you just have to appreciate that you're playing a team that's just banging form.
East will pick the ball up on the left-hand side for Swindon Town and have the ball again.
Louis Barry is a very quality player. It's no doubt.
I mentioned it in the first half-time. You know, Swindon moved the ball.
Happy at the start, but now I think everyone knows how I feel.
Certainly not strayed away from that in this second
Flynn
half.
can use this type of team. Walsall can aspire to next year. Dazzling Dave, what happened? Hammered by a much better team. To be honest, we played well first 30-odd minutes, and then since the goal, Swindon have really Swindon have been excellent. In fairness, every small mistake has been pounced on. Louis Barry is a Villa reject. He's not a Villa reject. He's on loan. He's only on loan at Swindon.
They've grown from strength to strength in this game.
Poked forward by Parsons, cleared away as far as another substitute East, who is encouraged to shoot, but instead plays it back to the left back Tomlinson, on loan from Peterborough.
King and Lou's do it well, I suppose. Thank you. That's not sort of sarcastic from a Wolves fan.
He was on his left foot. It was never going to end too positively as Wilkinson plays it forward.
Oh.
Hatswell puts his right arm in the air, wanting a free kick here for the Saddlers, and the referee's come across to Rodney here. Not sure he's given a free kick though. He's come to check the welfare of the Walsall striker. I think he's
welcome to Walsall, Flynn boy, says Vince.
Not sure whether Rodney was just holding his face. The ball has now been played, and it's Woolacott who's got the ball back in his possession.
Oh dear. Flynn will probably learn more about this team than in a match like this than against Forest Green Rovers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The 14-15 season for the last time they've let 5 goals in the
great flick there.
8-2 against Bristol City. Parsons with the low shot, and he was held by Monte.
Yeah.
A free kick for Swindon just
yeah, Monte was beaten by him. I still think we're a good team, says Matt. Matt, it's not a popular view right now. Stevie G might be recalling him sharpish after this. Yeah, I think he knew he was beat and he didn't want to concede again.
86 minutes on the clock, 5-0. They lead here against Walsall in League 2. Tom Marr and Tom Heslop with the closing statement.
Well, I know there's only 4 minutes left, but I mean, if we can keep this to 5, I think we've got away with it. Does that make sense? That's a long 10 yards, that. With the quality that Swindon have got. My name is actually Mason. I'm just using my dad's name. Sorry, Mason.
6, particularly given how poorly they fared last season and getting relegated from.
Can Walsall keep it down to 5? I wouldn't be surprised if they put this in.
Potentially heading back to the 3rd tier. Certainly on the near end of this performance. Free kick then for the Robins. It's taken and is hit by Reed into the wall, and now it's a centre-half Cooper will hit an effort which is blocked by the Walsall defence. Still there to be won inside the penalty area here, and Hunt will swipe a shot wide to the right in the end, and it will be a goal kick.
tell you what, the flick into him from, I think it was from Tomlinson there. It's a little reverse back heel, and it's really smart play from the midfielder, and it does really. Actually, sorry, I think it was Aguiar who again has been impressive. I think the entire Swindon Town team have been impressive, but
yeah, they've been really good, haven't they?
Footwork just to work it into that space, and again the angle closing down him. It was always going to be difficult to test Carl Rushworth from there.
In the Swindon half, Labadie is pushed into.
Oh, Labadie.
Aguiar here.
Labadie's trying to get his booking, keep his tally up. Embarrassing, says Steve. Moggy, oh, the pain. Justin, reality check tonight. Hard work starts Saturday. Yeah, Justin, we were sort of, after the 7 defeats on the bounce, we were hoping that we could go 7 wins on the bounce. But that was until we realised that we got Swindon to play. But I mean, as somebody mentioned earlier on, 6 points out of the 3 games, we'd have taken that massively. We were contemplating whether we'd get any points from these 3 games. Tranmere, Forest Green and Swindon. So to have got 6 points is a massive plus. So let's focus on that.
Headed back by the central defender Cooper, back to the goalkeeper Walcott, who held on to it.
Rodney was doing the running then, but it never looked like he was gonna get there. Yes, Steve, we have to be careful. We get no language on here, please. I have to keep control of Stephen sometimes. Oh, Manny Osadibi then. Osadibi bottled out of the challenge, that's why.
Where's Williams going here? Eventually, after a bit of a mazy run just inside the Walsall half, plays it back to his defence, and up comes O'Brien now. Out to the right-hand side, Hunt. Back it goes to...
We made Tranmere and Forest Green look average. This is crazy. That's what I can't understand. But I don't know whether you agree with me, but I don't think Walsall have been that bad. I think Swindon have just been very good. Oh. Haven't been since 2017 when we sold Bakayoko. Haven't we missed much? Not really.
Caught that really well, actually.
Yeah.
Rushworth was scrambling over to the left-hand side of his goal. And
Steve's apologised for his misdemeanour, so that's okay, Steve. Thank you. How do we beat Tranmere and Forest Green and lose to Swindon? That's football. That's football.
Reading 2, Birmingham City 0 to score in the Championship. Middlesbrough 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. And here in League 2, Swindon 5. Walsall 0. Monte waiting for the ball to bounce. He's never really had that under control, has he, Monte? And Swindon have got it back now with Barry, who's also sniffing at trick. Out to the left-hand side to Tomlinson, who's desperate for
Come on.
Barry.
Come on. Got another 2 minutes.
Coming in field. Back to...
Come on, Walsall. Game's done. It's
little flick from Parsons with a lot of confidence, and the cross comes Shade to lead the ball to go out of play. Elsewhere in League 2, closing in on full-time. Valley Parade. Well, they are
madness, isn't it? 5. Flynn looking for his return ticket to Newport.
Another struggling side.
There's very good, then there's losing 5-0. They're a good League 2 side. They're very good. They're just on form at the. They're just on form, and we've caught them on, as Vince said earlier. We've caught them on a rich vein of form. It's 2-3-0 wins against 2 poor teams has given them confidence, and then I suppose we've got to call ourselves a poor team when we lose 5, but they've just been good, haven't they?
goes on a little run, plays it to his left, and Labadie, who's two red shirts around him, plays it back to Monve into stoppage time. We played 2.5 minutes of it as Shade tests it down, sticks out a leg and brings down Williams. The referee has kept the cards in his pocket by and large. Menayessa had one a bit earlier on, didn't he? But he's officiated this fairly sensibly by all accounts.
Richard saying we should have had first refusal on Barry. That is madness that he didn't come here.
That's said by many a fan or those
the fans are going early. It could go either way. This. Oh dear. We got to go with the humour in the end, don't we? We're going to go with humour. Going to really knock team confidence? Possibly. It depends how Flynn dresses it up. I think, from my point of view, it's it's early days, and it's early days, and we've just got battered from a team that's bang on form. Walsall still got lots to learn, we know, and yes, it's finished finally. Oh dear.
And this has been a sorry night for Michael Flynn.
A sorry night? You ain't kidding.
As head coach. Swindon.
Well, never mind, eh? Never mind. We fight another day. As we said, we've got the 6 points. 6 points out of 3 very, very tough games. To have the 2 wins against Tranmere and Forest Green is awesome. If we'd have lost to Tranmere and beat Forest Green and Swindon, everybody would have been cheering and happy. And likewise, if we'd got beat by Forest Green and then beat these, we'd have been happy. So 2 wins out of 3. Riding off as a bad night, as John Sadler says. Onto the monkey hangers and 3 points. Yeah. Expect fireworks in the post-match chat with Flynn. Oh. Disgraced. So now, yeah, you've got to say, at 5-0, how can we dress it up? 5-0, really? It's been a good watch-along. Thanks for going live. Walsall Swift, thanks for that comment. That means a lot. I'm still struggling with the cold a bit, as you might guess. But we got to do it, haven't we? We got to do it. We're in this together. We're in this together. The joy and the pain. We've had all the pain, and the joy was coming back. But it's not a straight line, is it? It's like this, up and down all over the place. Get the 40-point mark and then project restart, says Daniel D. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thanks, Simon, says Steve. So appreciate that. As we sort of mentioned, let's go Saturday. Thanks, Simon. Cheers, Justin. As we sort of mentioned earlier on, we have you can buy me a coffee. Buy me a virtual coffee. If you check in the description, you'll see a link there if you want to help out the channel. We also I have a book that I talked about before. So if you check on some of the descriptions, I'll put a couple of links in for them. It's only £3. It's a romantic drama with a bit of spice. And I have my gambling book that's coming out soon. Why you should teach your kids how to gamble. So that's something to have a look at. Who would have bet on 5-0 for Swindon tonight? Only a madman, I think. Only a madman. Unlucky boys from a Swindon fan. I was watching the first half an hour and you were by far the better team. I agree. But you certainly played the next 60 minutes remarkably well. Matt, or that's not Matt, that was I forget what the name was now. It is been a long night, hasn't it? David Evans, thank you for your time. First time viewer, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you're fairly new to the channel, press the subscribe button and join our journey. The joy and the pain, that's supporting any football team, but it seems very poignant for Walsall, and we're having a bit unbalanced with too much pain. Mason, that was it. Sorry for that. Yeah, thanks, Mason. The joy and definitely the pain tonight. You ain't kidding. Stuart Wright, thanks for joining us again. Good one. And Robin of Ilfracombe, Exeter fan. Flynn is still an excellent appointment. He is indeed. We can't sort of write anything off. Are we a bit weak in defence? Yes. Rolling Mayonnaise has been playing excellent for Walsall until he signed a contract. Since he signed the contract, click, and it seems to have all gone pear-shaped for him. I don't know. You don't know how to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, which you must be watching this, you just need to click on my channel, and then there'll be a little button thing there. Just click on that button. It might ask you to put your details in. If you've not registered on YouTube, it's just an easy process. You put your name and your contact details in. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. Just do that and register, and then you can make comments on the channel, on the YouTube videos, and subscribe. And of course, subscribing and getting the bell icon, you get notifications. The moment any videos are loaded, you get notifications straight away. So you see the content before other people, because the content comes out to subscribers first. Right then, that's me. Gotta go and pick Stephen up now. He's going to be chuffed now we've got beat 5. But we'll get ourselves back up. And so will Mike Flynn. He'll get the team back pumped up, ready for Hartlepool on Saturday. I'll be there. I'll be back in my usual seat. So you pop and say hello. Keep your distance if you think I've still got a cold. But be good to sort of say hello anyway. Yeah. Good one. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do my quick instant match reaction. That'll be coming out. And then I'll go and get Stephen. So thanks for watching. Cheers, guys. Torture sometimes, isn't it? But the joy will return.